So I don't even know how to start this video. This game over here was created by one person and it has generated $57 million in gross revenue and $16 million in net revenue, which means this person who created this game has made $16 million. Now, what if I told you you can create a game like this using Claude Code? I got super excited. That is why for the past 2 weeks, I've been working on my own game as well. And I'm the only one working on my game. And believe it or not, I don't know how to code. I'm literally using Claude Code to help me create a game. And that's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you inside this video. I'm going to be teaching you how to use Claude Code to create your own video game and sell it on Steam. So if you want to learn something new and you want to see how AI works and how Claude Code works, you might want to watch this video. Let's begin. So all the prompts I'm going to be using to create this game are going to be inside my free community. All you have to do is click on the link below this video in the description, join my community, create an account, and inside the community over here on the news feed, what I want you to do is click over here where it says Classroom at the top, click on Classroom, scroll all the way down where you see this module over here called Free Prompts. Click on this and then click on 2D Game Prompts, Vampire Survivor. And inside this module, I have all the prompts we're going to be using, which is a lot of them because we want to create an actual game. You can't create a game simply by prompting Claude a few times. So the first thing I want you to do is copy this prompt over here, prompt number 1. So I'm going to copy this prompt. I'm going to scroll down and copy this entire prompt, right click, copy. Now I want you to open Claude Code. Over here on the search bar, I'm just going to search for Claude Code. So Claude over here, as you can see, Claude the app, I'm going to click on it. And it's going to open Claude Code for me. This is how Claude Code should look for you. Now over here on the top left, make sure you have code selected. Don't stay on co-work and don't stay on chat. Make sure you're on code. Now over here, just paste the first prompt. This will basically prepare Claude Code to create this game. So what we did here is not coding yet. We're basically telling Claude Code the full idea before asking it to build anything. This is important because if you ask AI to create an entire game in just one prompt, it's going to give you a crappy game. So first, we're making sure it understands the core loop like auto attack, collecting XP, level up, upgrades, and so on. That's exactly what this prompt over here is meant for. So all you have to do here is just wait a few minutes until this is ready. As you can see over here, it says ready for your next prompt whenever you are. So go back to my community over here and now copy the second prompt over here. So I'm just going to scroll down and copy this entire prompt, right click, copy, go back to Claude Code, paste this prompt and send this prompt. Now, what this prompt will do is to create a prototype. Now, this is again going to take like a few minutes because this prompt over here is going to create a very responsive prototype. Because the most important thing in video games is to have a very responsive movement. You want a movement of the character and monsters that feels smooth and clean. If you can achieve that, your game is going to be fun to play. Now, as Claude Code is coding the prototype, I want to show you a preview of the game I was able to create in just 10 minutes. So over here, I have this one called Chicken Survivor. If I click on it and I scroll back up over here to play it, you'll see that this looks very similar to Vampire Survivors. I decided to create a chicken that has to protect itself from wolves, from bears, from farmers, and there's going to be like a tractor, which is going to be the boss. As you can see, as you level up, you can increase your speed, you can upgrade. The chicken is moving, the wolves are moving, and it looks identical almost to Vampire Survivors. I'm actually going to put Vampire Survivors on the left screen just so you see how similar these games look. Now, the difference between my game and Vampire Survivors is that Vampire Survivors has generated over $46 million in gross revenue, right? So I just want you to imagine the kind of game you can create if you spend just 1 hour every single day using Claude Code to create your own game. The ideas you can come up with, the artwork you can come up with. As you can see over here, new monsters are appearing. These are the bears and they have more health points, so it's harder to kill them. They require 2 hits. And as you can see, more and more monsters are appearing. The game is getting harder. And as you can see, the monsters are dropping coins. I can collect the coins and level up inside the menu. Now, let me close the game and go back to our project over here. And as Claude Code is going to be coding your game, is going to ask permission to use Python or specific terminal access. So all you want to do is click over here, always allow. to always allow it to access those things so it can code the game for you. Now, by the way, if you're getting errors as Claude Code is creating your game, that's probably because you don't have Node.js and Python installed. So what I want you to do is go back to your browser over here, go to your browser and search for Node.js over here. And it's this website over here. Click on it and install Node.js on your computer. Click Get Node.js and then click Windows Installer. And I want you to do the same thing for Python. Search for Python on your browser over here. Python is this one over here, python.org. Go to Python, click over here on Downloads, then click over here where it says Get the Standalone Installer, which is 3.14.6. Click this one and then install Python on your computer. Now, let me go back to Claude Code and show you the prototype it has created for us. So over here, if I open Claude Code, we will see that this is just a prototype. So as you can see, we can move around. This is our character, and that's pretty much all you can do. But as you can see, the movement is very smooth. We have very smooth movement, which is going to make the game very fun. Now, what I want you to do is go back to my community over here and copy the third prompt over here, prompt number 3. Scroll down and copy this entire prompt. Right click, copy, go back to Claude Code and paste the prompt over here in the messages and send the prompt. Now, as you can see on the screen, once Claude Code is done coding prompt number 3, our character is attacking, monsters are spawning, and we're killing them with our attacks. Now, there are a few problems with this prototype. In my opinion, I think our character is attacking too fast, so we need to fix that. And I also think some monsters have too much health points. But overall, the prototype looks very clean and very smooth. This is already very playable. And that's exactly what the next prompt inside my community is going to fix. But before we use the next prompt, what I want to show you is how we can create specific art for our game. Because nobody is going to play a game that looks like this. This looks just like a prototype. What we want is some beautiful 2D pixelated art. And sadly, Claude Code is not good enough yet to create that type of art, especially if you use the model Opus 4.8. So let me show you how we can create some beautiful pixelated 2D art for this game. So what I want you to do is go back to your browser, right? So go back on your browser and search for this over here, itch.io. So type itch.io just like me. Search for this and then go to this website over here, itch.io. This website over here offers many things such as mini games and many other things, but the thing we want is game assets over here. On the left over here, you want to click on game assets. As you can see over here next to browse, we have game assets. Click on this. And over here, we have over 100,000 artworks we can use to create a game. We have backgrounds, characters, monsters, icons, weapons, anything you can imagine. And the cool thing is all those things here are either free or they're super cheap. For example, if you want a prototype character over here, you have it for $1. And what you want to do here is scroll down until you find some art that fits with the style you want to give your game. So for example, I'm just going to randomly scroll. Let's say I want my character to look like this. So I'm just going to click over here, download, and it asks you to donate if you want. But if you don't want to donate, you can just click no thanks and download the art. But if you do make a game and you make money, it would be nice to go back and donate to this person if you're going to use the artwork. So as you can see, we've downloaded the artwork on the computer over here. Over here, if I open, I have the sprites. So I'm going to use idle and then I'm going to use run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the run animation over here. I'm going to drag these images on my Claude Code chat over here. And then I'm going to tell Claude that this is a top-down 2D sprite, pixelated sprite. So let me actually show you what I'm going to tell Prom because I'm going to use the voice message. So I'm going to activate the microphone and this is what I'm going to tell Claude. And this is also what you have to tell Claude. I have attached some photos with a 2D sprite, top-down pixelated character movement. When it goes up, the character is walking up. When it goes down, the character is walking down. When it goes left, the character is walking left. And when it goes right, the character is walking right. What I want you to do is study those images. I want you to calculate each pixel and then use these as sprite sheets for my game. And I want you to replace my main character with this sprite sheet so that when my character is running, this sprite sheet is playing. And then just send this prompt to Claude, and now Claude is going to study those images, is going to calculate the size of them, and then is going to use them to create the animation of your main character over here. Now, once Claude Code is done creating the character artwork, as you can see, we now have a character that is sitting idle when I'm not moving. And if I go to the left, he moves to the left. If I go to the right, he moves to the right. If I go up, he moves to the up. If I go down, he moves down. So we now have a top-down character that has directional movement. It's incredible how easy it is to create this using Claude Code. Like, this is not a joke. What you can do now is basically go ahead and download artworks for the monsters So you also have 2D pixelated monsters that look exactly how you want your game to look. Now, let me show you how we can create a game menu and a beautiful artwork for the game menu, because that's also important, right? We need a game menu, we need to save the game, we need more things added to the game. So what I want you to do is send the following command to Claude. I'm gonna use the microphone over here and I'm gonna say, create a game menu for this game. Make sure every artwork is pixelated and the size is 1920 x 180p. Make sure the buttons, the text, and the title of the game is written in a beautiful pixelated 2D style. And basically just send this to Claude. Now, this quick prompt over here, this quick message is going to create the menu prototype. So instead of starting the game directly by playing it, we're going to have like a game menu where we can click start. We have a leaderboard. We have other things, because for example, a cool way to make the game more fun is that each monster can drop coins. These coins get saved on your account. You can see them in the menu, and inside the menu, you can have like an armory where you buy better armor or you unlock different characters and so on, right? So we want to make the game fun and rewarding. We want to give players a reason to play. But because this is such a simple prompt, this will only create the menu prototype. What we want is to create a beautiful menu background to make the game look beautiful. And for that, I'm going to be using Higgs field. So what I want you to do is go in the description in this video and click on the Higgs field link. If you click on that link, it's going to send you over here to the Higgs field website. Over here, I want you to create an account on Higgs field or log in with your Google account. Once you log in or you create an account, what I want you to do is go over here where it says image, click on image, and then click on create image. Then I want you to go back to my free community over here, scroll all the way down, and over here at the bottom, I have this prompt which says menu background prompt. Copy this prompt over here, right click copy, go back to Higgs field, paste this prompt over here. Now, as for the model, I suggest you choose GPT image 2 and then just send this prompt to Higgs field. In a few seconds, Higgs field is going to generate the artworks we're going to be using for our game menu. By the way, as you can see over here, you can also generate monsters and stuff like that for your game using Higgs field. As you can see over here, I've generated some wolves that are running, and you can use this in your game. Now, if I scroll back up, you will see that now we have this background as images. For example, I really like this one over here because it has really good proportion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this image on my computer. So to download it, just click over here where it says download, this icon over here, click on this icon and it's going to download the image to your computer. Now go back to Claude Code and let's see if the game menu is ready. As you can see, Claude Code is creating the game menu over here. So basically, if I refresh, we have this menu over here called Horde Survivor. We have credits, how to play, and play. If I click play, it's going to start the game. But I don't like this background. It's kind of like just space. It's beautiful, but I would prefer to have the background I created with Higgs field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop the background over here in the chat. Can you use this image I have attached as the game menu image? Now, as you can see, Claude Code added the background and it looks already so much better. And we can still do lots of edits. If we want, we can delete the title over here called Horde Survivor. I can go back to Higgs field and create my own logo. Not only that, but we can also animate the background over here. So let me show you how we can do that. So I'm going to go back to Higgs field over here. I'm going to click on video at the top over here, and I'm going to select Seedance 2.0. Then after I select Seedance 2.0, I'm going to click over here on Upload Media and select the image I've created. And the prompt I'm going to give it is the following: create a beautiful static video where the cape of the night is slowly moving by the wind, the sky is moving, the sun is shining. Make it into a loop. And I'm just gonna send this prompt and turn this image into a video for the game menu. This is going to take like 2 to 3 minutes to create. And since we are already on Higgs field, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to change the logo of the game. If we go back, this is our logo. It's called Horde Survivor. Claude Code decided to use this as the game name. So I'm just going to use this name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this Horde Survivor title over here and I'm going to create my own logo. So I'm going to go back to Higgs field, click on image over here. We're going to be using ChatGPT 2 and I'm going to say create a 2D pixelated logo for my 2D game with transparent background, so no background at all. It needs to look fun and medieval, and the text should say Horde Survivor. And I'm just gonna generate a few logos and choose the best one for my game. Now, once Higgsfield is done generating the logos, we will have a bunch of logos over here. And in my opinion, they're all awesome. Honestly, I don't even know which one I should use. I really like this one. I like this one. I like all of them, but for this video, I'm just going to choose a random one. Let's say I'm just going to choose this one over here. So I'm just going to download it to my computer, just like that. And after I download it, I'm going to add it inside the chat, and I'm going to tell Claude Code to change the current logo title with this one. I've attached an image with the logo of my game. What I want you to do is remove the Horde Survivor yellow text and the Bullet Heaven Survival text on the menu and replace that with this logo I have attached in this image. You can find the image and this logo on the desktop. Now, while Claude Code is changing the logo of our game, we can go back to Higgsfield and we can check out the video because the video should be ready. If I click play, it's going to look like this. The warrior's cape is moving, the clouds are moving, the fog is moving, the sun is shining. This looks amazing. So from here, just download this video on your computer. We have a download button over here. If you don't see it, it's over here as well. So you click on this, it's going to download to your computer. And we take this file, this video, put it inside Claude Code again. So I'm going to put this file inside Claude Code and I'm going to send a voice message and tell Claude Code to replace the image with this video. I've attached a video which I want to use as the background video. You can find this video in the downloads folder. Take this video and loop it as the background menu, a video that plays for infinity. It loops. So as you can see, Claude Code has added the new video background and the new logo. The logo is floating, the background is moving. It looks amazing. Let me actually open this on a browser so it's bigger. As you can see, this is our logo over here. This is the background. We can now go ahead and change the buttons, change everything. We can generate the buttons with Higgsfield. And when a player clicks play, they start a game. Now, the game still doesn't have like a grass. The monsters are still just prototypes. The entire game is still just a prototype. We don't have health. We don't have things. So what you want to do from here, basically, right? You want to go back to my free community over here, scroll back up to the prompts over here and continue adding all these prompts, because as you can see, all these prompts are going to add player health, damage feedback. We're going to add XP gems, leveling, layer stats. It's basically going to create a final game. Now, once you have the final game, you can go back to Claude Code and play with those things. Change the fonts, change the colors, download character assets for your game, make the game better, add your own ideas. Now, if you go ahead and you keep working on your game, you can make your character look like this. As you can see, the idle animation looks much better. The movement over here, it's way better. It looks very smooth and well animated, as you can see. We can also go ahead and add grass like the Terran. So let me show you how that's going to look, because right now Claude Code is adding grass over here. So I added a reference photo with the grass and I told him to recreate this grass for me for my game. So I added grass super quick just to show you how it looks. And as you can see, now we have a character that is walking on grass and monsters are coming. But there are some bugs on the grass because I did it super quick just to show you. And for example, on Higgsfield, I continued to create buttons. Over here, I have a start button. So I can use this as the game start button and create other buttons. As I've said, you can literally create a game using Claude Code and Higgsfield, because at the end of the day, what a game is, it's basically codes and images. And the code is telling the image how to behave. Is it a static image? Is it a moving image? Is it a character? Is it a monster? You know, that's it. That's all a game is. It's just code and images. Now, if you found this video helpful and you liked this idea, you might like this video over here as well, because inside this video, I teach you how to use Claude Code to create specific animations in order to create YouTube content. So if that sounds interesting, you might want to click on this video and watch it.